What's up? It's your boy Toby showing y'all how Caster bling bling are made. It sounded a lot better in my head. God damn it, goblins, this one is on you. Hello everyone and welcome to the video in which I'll share what I got from crafting over 100 Caster Amulets. 110 to be exact, or 108, somewhere around that. Obviously I can't start the video with the GG items I crafted, because I need to bump up my view time somehow. So the items I crafted are somewhere hidden throughout the entire video for you to actually have to focus and watch everything closely. Okay, I'm kidding, timestamps will be in the description if you want to skip to the good stuff. Anyway, this video will consist of 3 topics: why you want to craft these amulets, what you need to know before doing it, and lastly, what I got from those 108 or whatever attempts. So, why do you want to craft amulets in the first place? Well, first of all, it's a good source of nice amulets early on, since you will be gambling them anyway and you can just gamble a pretty good rare one. The only really good unique amulet is Mara's, and it does take quite a while to get it. So until then, crafted and gambled amulets are the way to go. But this I would only call a minor reason. The real reason is that you can end up with something absolutely godly that flat out beats any unique amulet, and hell, perhaps nobody else in the world ever has had the exact same roll as you did. Which kind of makes it pretty cool. That's what I think, of course. Perhaps you won't get as excited as I do when I roll something really nice. I mean, I don't even get half as excited about unique items as I do about rare or crafted ones. So yeah, there's that. And if we look at the more practical side of the things, let's take Sorceress as an example, though everything applies to other classes all the same. With a lot of builds you will be lacking either 5 or 7, maybe 15 faster cast rate, and Amulet will often be your best place to get that extra FCR. Alternative is Ring, but you'll usually be sacrificing something huge, either Elemental Absorb from Dwarf Star or Ravenfrost, or +1 skill from SOJ or Bulkafus. On an amulet you can get the same amount of skills as you would on unique amulets, you can also get close to the same amount of resistances as Mara's provide, and on top of that you can get FCR, Magic Find, and other very useful mods. So for the absolute late game, Caster Amulets are hand down the best choice, well apart from safety amulets, but let's not get into that in this video, okay? Actually, ever since crafting this puppy I've never worn any other amulet except for a brief time when I was running a 65 FCR build setup for Travincal and Pindle, but that's it. Now, even if I don't need the extra FCR, I still wear it. It gives enough resistances to be comparable to Mara's, and on top, it gives me 24 MF, which is absolutely lovely. So, I hope this ramble answers why you want to craft amulet, and let's move on to the last thing before I start showing off what I got. What you need to know about crafting. The most important thing is how to be able to roll +2 skills on a crafted amulet. For this to be possible, you need the crafted amulet's item level to be at least 90. Now, how it's calculated is actually fairly simple. Half of your character level, rounded down, plus half of the original amulet's item level, also rounded down. And you have your final crafted amulet level. What also you want to know is that when you're gambling, the gambled amulet's item level will always be within 5 levels of your character level. So if you're a level 90 sorceress, you can gamble an amulet which has an item level of 85 to 95. That's why you will find level 93 as the best level to start crafting, because even if you gamble the lowest item level amulet possible, which is 88, if you do the calculations, it will still be a crafted amulet with an item level of 90. Lastly, the jewel you use has no effect on crafting at all. It can be rare or magic, it doesn't matter one bit, just don't use facets, okay? So, with all that out of the way, let's see what I finally got. First of all, my oldest footage. You can see some weird shit with my resolution. That's because I recorded this footage like a couple of months ago. Anyway, out of 20 crafting attempts, I got 1 Tutu Paladin amulet. Not a great overall, but whatever. The next one is fairly similar, but this one has a bunch of resistances and 8th strength, immediately making this one pretty damn good. Last amulet I got was 2 Necro and a significant boost to mana. I'd say Mana is a pretty worthless mod for all classes, but Necromancer is a bastard, and he is always mana hungry, so I actually value Mana quite highly for Necromancer specifically. I mean, bone ones, at least. Okay, now on to my more recent crafting attempts, and this is where the stuff gets really good. First one is a Cheetah Druid and a whopping 26 Magic Find, making this damn nice for Magic Finding Druid specifically. Next up is an absolutely insane amulet, except for the fact that it rolled only +1 skills, but even despite that, 19 strength, which easily converts to around 70 more life after battle orders, all resistance is 19 and 21 magic find. That's huge enough for me to sacrifice 1 skills and not worry about it too much. Next I get a really nice one for Necromancer, 2 skills, 10 FCR, 7 strength and 19 mana are also pretty useful, a bunch of all resistances, and even damage reduced by 4 is pretty dang useful if I ever decide to run Nilafab with a Necro. At the same crafting attempt I get the best amulet I ever managed to craft, which is 2 sword skills, all rest 20, 24 magic find and exactly 7 faster cast rate. Of course it's not 15 or 17, but 7 is a lot better than 5 for specifically lightning build. So, since I've showed this amulet already in the video a couple of times, let's just move on. In my last 60 crafting attempts I got an almost 220 Sorc amulet. Too bad it lacks resistances, but I suppose I could find some use for it at some point anyway. Another 2 Necro with a huge boost to mana, nothing special. This one I think might have some use for magic finding barbarians just because it gives 25 MF, but I'm yet to play the subclass, so I might be wrong. Anyway, another barbarian amulet with some nice cold resistances and 20 dexterity, which is useful when you're using something like Faceblade. Another decent Sorc amulet, too bad it rolled energy instead of strength for dexterity, that would make this a lot better. Oh well. Another pretty dang GG amulet, 2 Sorc skills, again 7 FCR, a shitload of resistances and a little bit of MF. It's probably my second best amulet I've got for sorcerers by a small margin, so yeah, definitely a really nice one. Next up is sort of a 220, perhaps good for a singer, but I have no idea. You don't roll 20 FCR frequently, so I thought I'd show it anyway. This one is okay for magic finding bar, but yeah, again, I don't know for sure. And the last one is okay for magic finding sorcerers, 2 skills and a bunch of MF. So yeah, that'd be all the amulets I crafted in 110 attempts. You can see what I thought were the best ones floating on the screen right now. I do think I was insanely lucky with these 100 attempts, because previously I crafted probably around a couple of hundreds, and I don't think I've gotten more than 5 amulets like these one. And I got like 15 this time, so yeah, I mean, that's just how RNG works sometimes. Well, anyhow, hope you folks enjoyed this video. I plan on making a similar one for caster belts, safety amulets, blood gloves and blood drains. So if you have any ideas on how I could make this type of video more enjoyable, please do let me know in the comments, or just by shouting really loud. So, thanks for watching, have a lovely day, and hopefully see you folks in my next video. Cheers! Hey, it sounds just like you smashing that subscribe button after seeing this video.